Bienvenidas, bienvenidas a esta sesión. Denme un segundo, voy a poner a grabar.
And welcome to this session. I'm going to record now. Before we begin, welcome again to this session for this challenge for digital transformation of the program Creciendo Juntas. It's a pleasure to have you here, to see you here. I hope you had a great start to your years, good vacation, that you had some rest. Our today's session is very special because you're going to be able to take a look at the process that your colleagues have gone through individually to be able to know, in the case of the champions, you'll see how the other champions did in terms of technical assistance. And for those of you who completed the first phase of the challenge, you're going to know how your colleagues did in that second phase that they were a part of. I think that throughout the session, as always, there will be more attendance, people joining in, and we will have this session recorded so that you can go over it or watch it again, what you need. And right now, what I'd like to do is to welcome Monica. You already know her. She has led the process of technical assistance and training with the team of Connect America's Women, and she's going to tell you a little bit about how this process happened, what was the objective, what were the phases, so that we can all kind of know what the structure is of the presentations that we're going to look at today. Go ahead, Monica. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. And again, thank you so much for being here today. It is a pleasure to come to this moment of our challenge of Creciendo Juntos. It was a great year with a lot of lessons learned, and I'd like to thank you for your participation. As Daniela was telling you, the idea is that in this space, we're going to summarize the results of our champions. That was the finalization of our great challenge. What did we do in our technical assistance with the champions? So, Patrick, please, a little click so that we can tell them what it was all about. Thank you. So the idea right now in this space is that our champions tell us how the results were. What do we do with technical assistance? With technical assistance, in with each of these champions, we had an assessment of what their business was all about. We saw what was working, what wasn't, and the interesting things that happened with what we saw with the workshops and the conferences and everything that we saw. I'm sorry, I'm having a little bit of difficulty understanding her. Her sound is. Yes, I'm listening to you really far away. So maybe if you could take your mic closer to you or to your mouth. Do you listen to me better right now? All right, so I will continue. With this plan, we developed an action plan to transform digitally the businesses of these champions. And according to our assessment, then we jointly decided what was the best option for this project, and that it was a product that we can develop these weeks that we were working parallel to them. And there would be adjustments, insights, and all the developments and social media, and to apply all of the tools that we saw so that this e-commerce was efficient and that it would be aligned with the prices that we see. So that was the scope of our technical assistance. And we're going to tell you now how this process worked, where with all of the teams, we got together and the activities that we developed. And all the necessary activities to achieve the results that we're going to show you. So we had 3 months. Ending with the action plan, the process. Yes, there is a very, very bad sound. It is very difficult to interpret. I'm not listening to her very well. The sound is a little botchy. I think it's kind of like a mic issue. Maybe you're covering the mic or something's wrong with the mic.
Hola, listo. Qué pena, como se dieron cuenta, pues estamos teniendo algunos problemas de sonido. Entonces yo voy a continuar, pues estaba escuchando en inglés, entonces digamos que perdí un poquito el hilo de la conversación. Pero pues para contarles un poco, básicamente ese proceso de asistencia técnica por el que pasaron nuestras campeonas consistió de 3 etapas. La primera, un assessment para los negocios, una evaluación inicial, primero pues un poco para entender qué es lo que cada una estaba buscando cambiar o mejorar en su negocio en términos digitales, pero también parte del modelo de negocio. Entonces esas primeras semanas básicamente se trataron de que cada una de las campeonas se sentara con nuestro experto asesor, que creo que muchas se acordarán de Carlos López, quien fue la persona que nos apoyó en la clase de marketing digital y e-commerce. Entonces tuvieron ese primer encuentro donde se presentaron una primera herramienta de diagnóstico, donde se levantó cómo estaban no solo el modelo de negocio, sino también las redes sociales de cada participante, la página web, el e-commerce, si eso es lo que manejaban y sobre todo a dónde querían ir con eso, ¿cierto? Entonces de eso se trató ese primer momento. La segunda etapa fue el plan de trabajo, donde se construyó para cada participante de manera muy personalizada, a partir de ese diagnóstico inicial, una ruta, un camino, unas ciertas recomendaciones que ellas debían aplicar en su negocio a lo largo de este proceso de asistencia técnica e incluso meses más allá, porque lo que nos dimos cuenta, digamos en esta primera presentación que ven acá el 11 de octubre, las líneas de acción, fue que el ecosistema digital no se trata solo de si tengo o no tengo una página web, de si tengo o no tengo Instagram o Facebook o la red que sea, sino que es algo que abarca todo mi modelo de negocio. Entonces, eso fue lo que entramos a entender en esta segunda etapa y a partir de eso, pues definir hacia dónde iba cada uno de estos procesos, porque algo que se van a dar cuenta ahora que les demos la palabra a cada una de las campeonas es que todas iniciaron un punto diferente dependiendo de las características de su negocio, dependiendo de qué tanto estaba avanzado y otras circunstancias que, bueno, ellas les contarán, y todas a su vez terminaron en un punto distinto. Entonces, todo ese plan de trabajo se trató de alinear con ellas hacia dónde iba cada uno de estos planes y en los tiempos en que los iban a ejecutar, dependiendo pues de los recursos con los que contaban. Muchas trabajaron de pronto con desarrolladores web, que fueron los que las apoyaron, con personas que ya estaban en su empresa. Otras les tocó traer personas externas para que las apoyaran con todos esos temas tecnológicos. Y bueno, fue todo un reto y esa fue la etapa de la planeación. Y la tercera etapa de líneas de acción, ¿de qué se trató? Pues ahí es como como lo llamamos nosotros durante nuestro programa, ese manos a la obra. Aquí fue que cada participante se sentó a trabajar en esas recomendaciones que les dio Carlos, dependiendo pues en qué se iba a enfocar cada una, ¿cierto? Si era un tema más de redes sociales, si era un tema más de sitio web, si era, le tengo que cambiar esto, mejorar este tema, o si lo voy a reconstruir por completo, que fue el caso de algunas. Inclusive hay quienes trabajaron 2 sitios web a la vez. Y bueno, realmente fue un proceso muy largo, de muchos esfuerzos, en el que ellas pues terminaron con unos resultados muy buenos. Como les digo, cada una llegaron a puntos diferentes, y eso es lo que queremos que nos cuenten el día de hoy. Entonces, pues sin más preámbulo, ya les damos las bienvenidas a cada una de las participantes a que se presenten. Pues algunas ya las conocerán, pero un poco para recordar quiénes son ellas, qué hacen en sus negocios y qué fue este proceso de asistencia técnica para cada una de ellas. Bueno, entonces así las cosas, le doy la bienvenida a Ciara Mateo, que es nuestra primera conferencista, digamos, del día de hoy. Listo, Ciara, ya creo que ya tienes permiso para participar. Puedes proyectar tu pantalla, tu presentación. Voy a dejar de compartir yo entonces. Listo.
This format that you shared with us, and the idea was to see how the presentation was in this process that was very enriching for me and for my work team, and the results that we were having and what we expected as well. My name is Sara Mateo. I am a systems engineer. I have an experience in everything that has to do with technology, infrastructure, software development. And with my husband, we have this company, this entrepreneurial initiative that has been working with 2003. And with the years, we have gained the trust of our clients that faithfully are with us, and the new ones that are coming in and that give us the opportunity to be part of their value chain. We develop, commercialize software, proprietary software, DRP, named SJ. We are in the Dominican Republic. And from here, our intention is to continue to expand. And these tools are standard for any type of business, small business, medium-sized business that wants to sort their operations, that wants to take advantage and to be more agile in their functions, processes. And this kind of software gives us this type of order, organization. It allows us to order our information better, make decision, and reduce error. It generates standardization with a company. And we've seen this throughout time with our clients, or how they go from A to B when they require solutions like ours. Day to day, we work with these functions, we improve the solution further. And of course, it is part of our commitments with our clients to see them grow as we are growing with them. So for us, any initiative like this is to strengthen ourselves and to become better for this ecosystem. In terms of what has to do with what we did as a challenge, for me, I am just so grateful of having been selected and to earning the opportunity of having this expert advice. So in that sense, as Catherine said, we had this process of assessment, of visualization of our environments, and just see ourselves reflected in our market. That's what we did with this competitors matrix. And we had this proto person, this buyer persona, because the same that we were working with all of the process that we went through and the entire challenge, there was also this buyer persona. And there's more than one competitor. I had to do what corresponded to us, and then that was one or two elements that generated a lot of value to know who we were going to aim our or target our speech to, and our marketing tools and our digital tools. And the team also recognized we were judge this opportunity of having this renovation of everything that had to do with our website. We already had a website for 5 years with very little consultancy or expert consultancy. And with Carlos and his team, we had the opportunity of making a decision that was very fast. Look, your website exists, but it doesn't exist the best way possible. So we can do something better, something that is more aligned to what you see as a future strategy. And that is where we decided to renew the website completely for many different reasons that we had. And we're going to look into that in a minute. The important things here was a marketing plan. We highlighted it. It's in gray and not in green because it is in process right now. So the idea is to be able to execute it this year, having the adjustments that we need to do according to the resources that we have, and that we can get ready. But with our commitment to execute it, because we really think that it is a very valuable element to be able to generate what we expect for our company. In terms of our website, this is how it was before. But here, there's no detail. What we were looking at here, and what Carlos acknowledged, is that it was really slow. And in terms of the digital presence, speed is very important. And it was very slow because we hadn't considered performance that were adequate performance measures. And also the way that we were talking to people that got to the website, we weren't attending their situation, their pains and aches. And what was their mission as software developers. And this type of design or acknowledgement is part of what we did with the new image that we just launched. This weekend, we just launched it. It was quite the challenge because in very little time, we had to have all of these initiatives and other types of companies. Maybe it takes a little more time, but in our case, it was a month and a half considering holidays and all the decision-making process, and the result is there. We have a renovated website with design improvements, a much more modern design that is more effective, and a lot more avant-garde. We also have the advantage of being able to generate easiness for the people that get to our website. It's simpler the way that the information gets to them. And without a doubt, as I've mentioned, with a speech that is more focused to our buyer persona, a discourse, a speech that is clearer and that is more aligned with what we are doing day to day in this company, with how we help our clients to really solve organization issues, loss issues, more agile decision making, because that is what we're offering in reality. And in terms of speed and better techniques, we see that there are a lot of improvements in terms of the speed of the site, images that are smaller or lighter, so that our potential clients can access the information faster, and also an optimization in terms of searches, organic search. Here, I miss an O in the presentation, but this is all the schematics that we went through. And we think that it was a tremendous revision. It was great and it was a challenge, but we decided to do all of this. And we gained in this process the accompaniment and the expert revision of Carlos and his team. Without a doubt, it is very early still to have indicators or figures that are more tangible, but here we expect that we have further opportunity to talk about this. But in terms of immediate results, we have the focus on strategy. These first sessions with Catalyst where they was asked about the business and strategy, you can't imagine how much it helps us to reduce our scope also, because this technology, the software will probably, no, I mean, there are many things that we want to do, and as every business person wants to uh attack all of the opportunities, but we can't do it all at once, and we can't have resources for all of that. And this first session helps us a lot to be able to focus on the strategy to become more robust in this business. We acknowledged strengths and opportunities. We improved the experience of the prospect or of the leads of the clients. And the more satisfied our clients or leads are, the more opportunities we have of growing, of improving, and having a website where they feel a lot more comfortable, where they have all the information. Well, it's going to generate returns that are more favorable for the company. And that's why the image and the design, this is an accomplishment that we can share with you today. And midterm, what do we expect? Of course, an increase of sales in 15%. That's their purpose. And we have to increase this traffic to our website, and we're going to do it through our web pages and other tools that we have for our marketing plan. And that is going to generate leads and conversions. That was our we're going to connect that with the marketing plan that we have. To finish, I'd like to thank all of the team, everyone that has been a part of this, that has helped us to have the necessary tools to be able to finish all of this. My colleagues as well, the chats,
ayudan a vernos también y a repensarnos y a decir, bueno, mira, lo haces así, yo capaz que lo puedo hacer de esta forma. Ese ecosistema que se está dando con Conecta Américas y este tipo de challenge, a mí me ha parecido súper fenomenal y me ha ayudado muchísimo. Así que, bueno, he tratado de ser lo más breve posible, pero creo que no lo he sido tanto. Sin embargo, cualquier pregunta, estoy a la orden.
Claro que sí, Ciara, muchísimas gracias. Bueno, ahora seguimos con la siguiente participante, que es Gabriela Presa. Bueno, antes de comenzar, sí les hacemos la recomendación a todas las siguientes que respetemos los 4 minutos de presentación para que alcancemos todas. Y al final, igual vamos a contar con un pequeño espacio de preguntas. Entonces, no se preocupen por eso. Bueno, Gabriela, adelante.
all right, can you see it? Yes, we can see and we can listen to you. Great. All right, good morning, everybody. Thank you for this opportunity. I'm sorry, but the sound is off. But this has been a very important opportunity for all of us. My name is Gabriela Presa. My company is called Cinco Proyectos. It's a company I have with my husband since 2015, and we dedicate ourselves to building furniture. We have franchises nationally and internationally in terms of gastronomy, and we manufacture many personalized products in wood and also other materials that complement the furniture in all moments, like melamine and stones, marble, metals, etc. When we started this digital transformation program, I think that many of us had an idea of before and an after, and it was very different than what we expected. And this process helped us, and it will continue to help us, not only see the company from the digital standpoint, but to focus the company so that it is 100% digital. And this is everything. This is the website, because yes, that's what the client will see, the social media, the image that we want to protect. But also it is related with the work, with the community, with follow-up in our business is not 100% digital. That's just a part of it. So this was a very important challenge to see how we adapt all of this, just to us internally, then just delve into the clients. And obviously we have to look at the suppliers, the clients to achieve this interaction, because the client side was very digitalized. They do manage the digital aspects very well, but our suppliers did not. So we had to work on that with all of the tools that we acquired. So what I have from this is to think digitally in every sense possible, looking at the clients, looking internally, and that's where everything is, everything stems from. So before we had a website that we had worked on, and with Carlos' help, he helped us identify the details that we needed to work on and improve to have it 100% optimized. We worked on certain things, and we had a presence in social media, digital presentation that we are already worked with clients. And also we had digital presentation cards, so that we could reduce the use of paper. We have QR codes now. We also work with sharing documents and having things in the cloud with clients and with controllers, and that helps a lot. We also worked in Peru. There's a system, there's an accounting system that is called SUNAT, so that you can build a government. And there are many companies that are migrating to that. Some because they have to, others because they choose to. But this is what they offer in terms of documentation. And what we're doing right now is to migrate from a system, from this one to another one that is that helps us with all the accounting issues. So if the process was focused on web sites, and for us, the web issue is more for the client. We had internal issues that we had to solve, and part of that was to improve our processes. So we decided that a previous step was to improve, to prepare ourselves, to improve processes, support on all this digital information that we've received, to be able to launch or to leap into the online aspect with our clients and with all of this that we learned. And part of what I'm telling you is having this administrative accounting and billing system that is online, and that it will help us to deal with metrics and reports that right now we don't have them complete. We have more online information right now, and now we have this digital transformation in terms of internal documents as well. As the same as we launch sales processes. Now we have different bills and quotes and all of the processes of the sales, and now everything is linked, and from any area we can access the information and we can keep it digital. All right, here we have this Blackboard. You know, the classic white Blackboard that we have in the workshop, where we used to have a project, and in the woodworking shop, each person had a project assigned on this Blackboard, and that's where we had our projects, and it wasn't very easy to update or to organize the information. So part of this change was definitely to migrate to the agile methodology from the classes that we had. to the Kanban methodology that helped us with the blackboards to advance in the process of execution of each project and to have our projects not only mapped, but who is developing it, what's the stage, where are the funnels, where we are faster, where we can potentialize that speed. So this Blackboard is very useful for that. And at the same time, here what we did before and what we did after. So in the left, we have our Blackboard where we had our to-do lists and our urgents, and it was just paper and thumbtacks. So then we moved into an Excel spreadsheet, depending on the type of supplier, or the type of product. And we're also researching how to go into Confluence, that is a platform by Trello as well, where we want to try to digitalize all of this process to be able to communicate with everybody in the team. Part of this process of digital transformation is to develop an innovation project in 2022 called the Material Tour. It arose from certain topics that we saw from the execution of the projects where we received the blueprints from the architects and we had a lot of doubts, or we had to make decisions and we had a lot of communication with the architects and with everything that was leading, everyone that was leading the project. And we decided to approach them and to take all of the materials that we work with so that they could get to know not only from the aesthetic standpoint, but also to go into the technical aspects. Why use the material, or which is more convenient or not? Why not? And at the same time, that was going to be useful to become benchmarks. We had this pilot program with one of our clients, and we had great results. It was very well received, and we could close 2 projects with them. So that was great. So we will maintain this for all of 2023. And also we want to launch another innovation called Escala Real, Real Scale, where the people could get to know their property without having built it, to see if the rooms are okay, the spaces are okay, the walls, the kitchen, the height. They're going to be able to walk through their property with all of the things that it implies. With all of this, we want to diversify, and beyond the sales of this business, we also want collateral, it to be collateral to 5 projects, because once the plans and blueprints are executed, then we have to execute the projects, and that's where we come in. So to close the cycle, another innovation project that we have is education in carpentry that is so lacking. There are many needs. And what we want to revalue is this sector of woodworking, create an online community where there are courses and events and employment, and all obviously focused on carpenters and all of the brands related to the sector. Also, beyond valuing the sector, it's giving the people of the sector a professionalization, a personal development, because this goes with values that are very necessary, and sometimes we haven't been able to develop and give them opportunities. Also, collaterally for 5 projects to get them together with specialists. We have all of this that we have received. We have processed it. We have tried to give it the best advantages to be able to advance with the people that we work with, because the idea is to share this with the team. And another thing that we've done is to give a name to the 2023, which is the year of digital transformation, so that we can frame all of this work that we've done with this company. It's going to be great and beneficial for all of us. So thank you so much for this lovely opportunity.
Muchas gracias a ti, Gabriela. Bueno, definitivamente acá en este caso podemos ver cómo todo ese proceso de asistencia técnica, digamos que se expande más allá de lo digital, ¿no? O sea, lo digital también es nuestra forma de trabajar y no, que no es solo el sitio web. Entonces, muy interesante ver eso. Ahora seguimos con la presentación de Paola Bravo.
Hola, buen día con todas. Ahora voy a compartir mi presentación. Espérenme un segundo. Bueno, un proceso tan largo como el que hemos vivido es súper complejo de resumirlo en tan poquitos minutos, pero voy a hacer todo mi mejor esfuerzo para que así sea. Entonces, bueno, mucho gusto con todas. Quienes no me conocen, yo soy Paola Bravo, soy de Ecuador.
So if you don't know me, I'm from Ecuador, and my company is SaviaSoft. SaviaSoft is a company that develops software, tailored software. So it's a software house, and we develop software, mobile apps. We reinforce teams in terms of development, and lately, last year, we saw the necessity of having a new business line, which is BRPA. This was a reflection that I've had these past days. In these years, Savia has moved and grown by the inertia of doing things well, because we've done things well, and that's why we've grown. But this growth has been inertial, like a movement that is very natural. But to really grow, inertia is not the road, it's synergy. And we developed this throughout this time with all of these tools that we have discovered in the challenge, with all of the team that has been built in Savia. So that's something that we like a lot of what we've done. In terms of the STAR tools, in terms of technical assistance for me, it was all of them are STAR tools. I worked with in the challenge with a competitor matrix with the Persona that was improved and purged for technical assistance. But what really summarizes all of our scope is the marketing plan. We had two objectives: the new business line, to push it forward and give it strategy, and also to give a strategy to our mother company, which is SaviaSoft, which is the company that's a software development. So in a marketing plan, it was established. And what's interesting is that it acquired organization. So before going into the signal system and the marketing plan, I feel that all of our efforts in terms of digital marketing and sales, they were like all over the place. So one thing was being done there and here, but everything was all over the place. And what helped was the technical assistance and all of the challenge and the participation in this. It has helped me organize things. That's been very interesting. So precisely, one of the topics that we worked on was the restructuring of the website and the launch of a landing page for RPA. The restructuring of the web page, the web page that we had before, as you know, of course, we don't preach, well, we don't apply what we preach. Now we have a website that really aligns with our company, that is a lot more structured, that is a lot more attractive. The information that we acquired from Carlos was very valuable. All of the recommendations we acquired from, and we put it to this webpage, and we were very happy with this work that we did restructuring our webpage. And besides that, you can see to the left the structure of the webpage. And beyond that, we have a strategic shift in our social media. We already had social media, but we gave it a focus that is a lot more strategic. The consultancy has helped us with organization and strategy mainly. What have been our results and accomplishments? First, our optimization of our website as a main tool and approaching our clients. It allowed us and will allow us going from inertia to synergy and to walk this path. Also improving our strategy for social media and the marketing plan, which, as I say, encompasses everything that deals with our efforts and the tasks that we have to do in terms of creating and reinforcing this digital ecosystem at SaviaSoft. But besides that, besides these results that are going to be measurable and that are measurable right now, there's a topic of empowerment. This challenge has helped me a lot to empower myself, to show me a new focus, to allow me to think that, yeah, okay, it's good that I can do many things, but I need a team that can implement them for me or with me. And that has helped me with my empowerment. To have organization, to have trust or confidence, and also to have vision and strategy for the business. So right now we have this that is like behind our process of implementation of digital marketing. We have worked on this work plan for the webpage. We established who is responsible, the action, the dates. The marketing plan right now is already a part of a matrix where we can follow up on all of the tasks. And that's how everything is not just left on a piece of paper and we continue to do things. The best way to work on something is to have an order and to follow it. So this is our team. I want to introduce.
Muchas gracias por el enfoque que nos han dado. Darles gracias por el apoyo a las chicas que acompañaron igual el challenge. Felicitarlas y nada más agradecerles por todo el trabajo a Carlos, a Catherine, a Mónica, a Daniela y a todo el equipo de Conecta Américas y de EY. Y finalmente pongo aquí a consideración igual mis contactos, estoy a la orden para lo que ustedes necesiten siempre y ha sido un gusto trabajar aquí y espero por supuesto seguir en contacto con cada una de ustedes. Muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias, Pati. Felicitaciones por ese gran trabajo. Se nota muchísimo el esfuerzo y claro que sí destacamos lo que dices, que más allá de estos resultados de página web, de redes sociales, está ese empoderamiento y la visión, nuevas perspectivas que eso le da. Bueno, ahora seguimos con la intervención de Nayeli Moreno.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. We can see you and hear you. I'm sorry, but my last page of my presentation. Give me just a second, please. I'm so sorry. Good morning, everybody. My name is Nayeli Moreno. I am the owner of Yoha Chocolate. We are producers and we transform of the cacao bean. So we transform and refine from cacao all of its benefits and products. So the grain, the butter, the powder, and our star products, which are our chocolate bars. Our mission is to provide chocolates and any derivative from the fruit of cacao and to give healthy pleasures. We have social responsibility efforts, but we are directed to people. We target people whose motivations are taste, quality, the purity of the chocolate, its origin, and how we can trace it. Our objective is between, our target is 16 to 60 with a high socioeconomic level, an active lifestyle, that take care of their health, that enjoy life, and that are informed in nutrition and food. And this is what we could land to see what our target was for a product. Our business model was restructured a little bit, because in the first phase, they showed us our competition, how we were in the market. So we structured our business model. To all of the parts, we have great results to show for each of the parts. So the organization, the marketing plan, it has helped us so much. I have been able to, since I'm a producer, so I'm going to farms and factories, and it was very hard. Everything that had to do with social media. Definitely, I posted once a month, maybe twice a month, and the organization really counts. We could organize ourselves. We could have a calendar, structure our photos, have our photos, and now I design once a month. I can do everything for that month, and it is programmed for social media throughout the day. So that was an exceptional accomplishment. But what's most important was on our new website, we had a website that only showed a store, the products, and buy, nothing else. One page. The summary, it was just one page. It was not a site, and that's everything was there. Now we developed an experience. Definitely, we have a new design, and we have a new categorization where we have the experience of the factory, of the origin, the farms, accomplishments, the awards we have received, and we could establish which of the products are vegan, which have sugar. So that helps a lot. And now we have an experience to show. We can see the new page here that has all the categories. We also have our origins, who we are, a blog that gives us nutrition and chocolate related topics, videos from our harvests and things like that. And also we can summarize everything. Oh, sorry. And that we have a new web page that shows what we do. It's tracing, it's unique origin, the acknowledgements, the values, and now it generates connection and trust. We established a marketing plan for national and international expansion. So we could establish like a mirror in English for social media, so that we can improve our foreign market. So we have a 45% increase in followers in social media. It is a great accomplishment. And only in December, we obtained an advancement of 12% in pay. And we did that, and it is very satisfactory. So our work team gives you thanks to all of the team at Connect Americas. Tati, Daniela, Monica, Carlos, all the people involved for such an amazing project.
Muchas gracias, Nayeli. Qué bueno, que nos alegra demasiado, no sabes, estos resultados realmente. Muchas gracias por esa presentación. Bueno, ahora seguimos con María Rodríguez Blanco. María, adelante.
Hi, good morning. All right, I'm not able to share my presentation right now. Maybe give me a minute so I can. Right, so we don't waste time. I'm just going to tell you. All right, my company is Lexer Tech. We develop training material. We develop, well, basically training material. And several years ago, we've been in this market. Really, our offer is digital, right? Because we are a technological company and educational technology, and our offer is digital. However, our business is not digital, right? Because we don't have an e-commerce site, our relation with our customers. Let's say, I mean, of course, the usual channels of a consultancy, we do have them, but our website was always like a little bit left behind. Recently, we had changed the website. We had a website that was like correct, and we were comfortable with it. When we began with the technical assistance, when we started with the technical assistant, the first thing that happened was to have a matrix of competitors. When we had the competitor matrix, that made us research, do some market research. And also, I went to our clients that knew us a lot, and I asked them what they saw in us that was different from the competition. And that was my first surprise, right? What had happened to me in the webpage that we had is that to simplify the message, I had eliminated a lot of things, right? So when I went to the clients to ask them about all of that, precisely what I had eliminated to simplify the message was what differentiated us from the competition. So that competitor matrix was really very revealing. That made us rethink our business model. So that is, yeah, the competitor matrix, the buyer persona, the canvas. That is what captured our attention mostly throughout this process. Obviously, all of this impacted the webpage, right? Which is what we were saying, how we were saying it. It was like a general change. We obviously considered the message and the aesthetic portion of the page, but we had to rethink all of the model. And somehow, yeah, working on that, still adjusting the last few details. All right. Regarding the changes that we had, products from the consultancy, that stems from the consultancy. Of course, we had the website, the WhatsApp contact. There were changes in the programming of the page. It wasn't well programmed in terms of being found by the search engines. We changed the text, the descriptions of the product, and the navigation. We included a blog, and that is basically what we did with the website. And that's what we are doing. And we are implementing new changes in the next few days. Regarding accomplishments, well, it is very fast right now. It is too quick to see something right now, but what we did also was to have more activity on social media, exclusively LinkedIn right now, for now. And that has generated a lot of movement. I don't know. This is a time of the year where we are in Argentina in vacation time and finishing our summer. So there's very little business going on and movement. But from a standpoint of social media, there has been a lot of movement of the account. And we did that according to the recommendations and the direction of Carlos, how we work there. So yeah, that was the accomplishments. That were the accomplishments for now. And I'd like to thank everybody because the first portion of this journey and also the assistance right now were something that changed us. And it changed my attitude regarding the direction of the company and regarding the customers. And beyond the experience of many years working on this, I feel that right now we have a value proposition that is consolidated and that we are aware of that value. And as a leader of the team, I feel a lot more confident. So I really thank you for the opportunity that you have given us.
Claro que sí, María, muchísimas gracias por compartirnos tu experiencia. Ahora seguimos entonces con Mónica Maldonado. Mónica, adelante.
Please let me know if you can see the presentation. Yes? Yes, we can see it. All right, my name is Mónica Maldonado. I'm from Honduras, and my business is a bookstore, Libro Bookstore. Libro means book in one of our ethnic languages. We were born as a digital company. A bookstore was always thought to be sold online, and we already had a web page to sell online. But we also had that concern of why people didn't finish their purchase. They went into WhatsApp or Instagram, and that's where we sell the most. So that was one of the things that helps us a lot in terms of advisory to be able to optimize the page. And it wasn't like I thought. It's that people are not used to it. No, it's that we had to transform the page a little bit. So the tool, the assistance that I like the most was the competitor matrix. If you see here, we have our most important competitors, but we have to be updating it. So right now we added 2 more because competition is very strong. But what this showed us when we analyzed this with Carlos and his team is that not all of them are digital. Not all of them are doing what they have to do. So there's great opportunity for improvement, and that we can be a benchmark in terms of a web page and an online store for books. Here, I'm going to show you how the web page was before. It was all images, and Carlos wanted to be able to click on all that text, and we couldn't do that. And it was so long because with these images, we had books, and we presented a category and then 6 books, and then another category, and so on. So the web page was so long because most of our clients look at it on their cell phone. The analytics tells us that they look at it on their phone. So the navigation was very tedious. Looking at it again and again. So what they did was a cleaner design that we could here I'm going to show you how the bookstore is right now. You can select the text that helps us with our SEO. We have 3 books per category. We decrease the category. I'm actually going to remove another 2 because it was a suggestion, and I think that it's a good suggestion. And what do we obtain with this? I also eliminated the Twitter because I don't use Twitter. I had opened it, but we don't use it anymore. So we just left our main social media. And when we started with the assistants, these were the users, and the session that was kind of like 2 minutes and 15 seconds, a 50% return. And the returning visitors was 14%. New visitors, 80%, 86. I got sick in a while, and I couldn't post that much, but comparing with this month, from yesterday to 30 days before, I can see that the percentage is of people staying on the page is increasing. It's not as tedious. The sessions increased, the amount of time. There are more returning visitors. We increased almost 10%, and the duration of the session is a lot longer. So I like how I see these statistics, and I didn't publish anything for 3 weeks because I was sick. So I like what I see right now. And in the end, among other results and accomplishments that I have seen in my analytics, is that with Carlos, we really learned in terms of social media content. There were really classes what we had. I am a professional in marketing, but I graduated 20 years ago, so I had to learn this again, and I had to apply it to my business, and it was very enriching. The tool of the marketing plan was very, very good. I am still working on it because I was almost a month out of the game. And now we have a content grid, and we have, I'm not thinking about what am I going to publish tomorrow, what am I going to publish the next day, but we already programmed everything. They're scheduled. I had Facebook abandoned. Now it's not abandoned. Now that you can see me and look for me in both social media, we can divide the content because the audience is not the same. And I also understood about storytelling. I'm a professional in marketing, and I was like, what was that? And with Carlos, well, they were really classes with him. And really, I am very, very thankful. Monica, Catherine, Carlos, Luisa, all of the team at Connect Americas. Thank you so much. It has been such a great learning experience. And well, that is all.
Muchas gracias, Mónica. Me encantó ver esas analíticas. Qué chévere que desde ya estemos viendo esos números. Y bueno, la siguiente participante, antes de seguir con ella, pues quiero felicitar a Mónica y también a Carolina, que son 2 de las participantes que tenían una característica, y era que ambas pues estaban, digamos que muy solitas, pero se pusieron la camiseta haciendo este proceso solas, estudiando todo lo que había que estudiar de este tema de marketing, y pues como vemos la lograron muy bien. Entonces, bueno, Carolina, te doy la palabra, adelante.
Good morning, everybody. And again, congratulations to all the participants too, arriving together to this process, this part of the process. Manteles y Cacerolas started in 2012 in Colombia. Our purpose has always been to connect our clients with enchantment stories that allow to discover what it is to be artisanal and conveying a message that is multicultural and artistic of all of the regions of Colombia, including everything that you see in Latin America, and looking for unique moments surrounding the kitchen table and that kitchen dining room table. These are artisanal products for the dining room table and for the kitchen, and we want to reach national and international customers. And with drop shipping, we acquire the project, and we have a physical store as well, but we have very little inventory there. So we look into what people want and we make it. The tools. Do you see everything here in my presentation? The tools that we use the most, besides all of those that were shared by the consultancy team that were very good and we used them all. The ones that we included in our operation of the business are the content scheduling and their marketing plan, which is one of the things that we work with the team to look for improvements. This was amazing for the Christmas season because for commerce, this is very important. And all of the ideas were taken to these formats, and it helped us a lot to be able to get more visitors and to give messages to our customers. The important changes that we had on our page of Manteles y Cacerolas were very much focused on improving the look and feel of the page and of our virtual shop, online shop, because of the recommendations of the consultants. We improved the chats of both pages. We have now a WhatsApp button to be able to improve the communication with our customers. And along the same line, we have an application to receive comments from our customers and to improve our placement in terms of references. We are working in terms of improving content creation, including more descriptions, more of our message of stories of enchantment behind the craft work, and to continue along the lines of the audiovisual content that right now is being used a lot. It is a very long work, and it is part of our work plan. We increased our posts on social media to be able to have more visitors on our pages. And right now we are studying on enabling another network additionally to the ones that we have, which is TikTok. The results, as some of them, some of my colleagues have already said, will be a lot more evident in the medium term. But what we've seen in the stats and the results is that we improved considerably in response to the conversations of the chats. We find that there has been an increase in the visits to our online shops of 60%. We find also an increase in the audience of the men's profiles, which gives us a very important issue to analyze, to target our plans, our marketing plans. And we defined throughout this course the 3 buyer personas, and all of our marketing structure and communication with our client are based on these 3 buyer personas that we defined. And the idea is that we analyze how these 3 types of buyer personas are going to generate income, and how we are part of this in with all of the indicators. And the other issue is competitors. The competitor matrix allowed us to see ourselves in the national market and how these competitors are going to or are currently acting, and how it could be a risk into the future. So we think that this has been very important to be able to position ourselves in the market. So finally, thank you so much, Carlos and all of his team from Connect Americas. It was an amazing experience. I love to share with all of you. And thank you very much.
Excelente, Carolina. Muchísimas gracias a ti por compartir estos resultados buenísimos. Ahora seguimos con Katia Fritzi.
Good morning. Can you hear me? Yes, we can hear you. Can you see my screen? Yes, we can see it. Very kind. Thank you. All right. Good morning, everybody. My name is Katia Fritzi. I'm a little bit under the weather, so I'm sorry. But I'm going to talk to you about my company. I'm from Mexico. I am located in Jalapa, Veracruz. And my company is called Taxi Marketing and Movement. It's a taxi. We offer advertisement in two modalities, a LED screen, and also a full HD screen that are in behind the co-pilot chair, and that multiplies the publicity, taking advantage of the location and how close the passengers are, especially at the moments of taking advantage of the exposure times 20 minutes at 40 or 50 centimeters. And that exposure allows us to retain the brands, and it favors that the client has some products and services in mind when they need them. Within the tools of the technical assistance that we have favored, they have been amazing and they complement each other, all of these tools, but the navigation of the website was one of the most valuable for me, because the website that I had, I did it alone. So when I created it, I did it knowing my two services. They had a lot of deficiencies because I hadn't explained the two modalities or what were their advantages or benefits. There were a lot of deficiencies that I had already identified, but when I got to the challenge, having step by step of how to correct all of these deficiencies and an instruction, a professional instruction of how to do it, for me has been very, very valuable. Since we had vacations, I haven't finished, but I am working on it. We are doing all of the modifications according to what has been suggested. So that navigation tree of the website has been very, very valuable. And also the marketing plan. It's definitely helped me to develop a work plan of all of these options. Is complemented with the navigation tree. And another thing that was very important for me was to create a LinkedIn profile that for many results, I haven't created it 100%. I've just seen the application, but I want to take advantage of creating a profile that is really professional, and that implies an investment. And since I am currently investing in the transformation of the website, well, it's still not in the immediate plan, but I will do it. And this is already giving me results. Oh, I'm sorry. In terms of changes for our website, I made it myself, and it had only one line. There was no description of the problem or the products. I went directly to the photographs of the services. I'm working on in the iteration of keywords, included a WhatsApp button. We are adding testimonials and case studies, photos, configuration of follow-up to be able to improve our marketing. We already have benefits for our clients. We have a history, and we already use the contact form. Here, we see a proposal of, for example, we see here the Christmas ad, but we're working on different images for that, so that everybody that goes into our website can see. We are doing all the work, and we have received wonderful feedback with it. Results and accomplishments, some of them are already visible, and other forms I know that are going to be more medium-term. The optimization of the website that we're working on. We have started to notice it in a single month. We started working with hashtags and keywords, and that has brought in 8 new clients. We are already working on SEO. And when we post our website, we're going to have calendars for our SEM campaigns that will help us with the indexing and feedback of statistics in Google and other social media. What I was telling you about our profile, LinkedIn profile, we already have new contacts, 4 to 6, even 2 leads. All of my screens, my technology is imported, so the contacts I've made in LinkedIn are very, very valuable. And when we did the analysis of the web page, Carlos told me a lot of very specific, important things that will allow us to go beyond the competition with our digital communication and working with a competition that we already knew that existed. And we will be digitally more advanced than our competition. So that is very important that I wanted to highlight. Another thing that I wanted to highlight was to meet my colleagues. I already follow on Instagram many of my colleagues here in this group, and to be able to interact with my work team as well. Thank you so much. It's been an amazing experience. And lastly, I just want to thank Connect Americas and all of the team. This has been very empowering knowledge. I hope that we can see each other in the future.
Todas sigan trabajando. A Daniel, Mónica, Catherine, Luisa, Carlos, a todos, muchas gracias y les deseo a todas mucho éxito. Gracias.
Muchas gracias a ti, Katia. Gracias por compartirnos tus resultados. Qué bueno ya esos clientes nuevos. Bueno, ahora ya seguimos con la presentación de Milen Maureira y para el final nos quedan nuestras 2 participantes de Brasil, Claudia y Isabel Ribeiro. Entonces, pues nuevamente les agradezco cumplir con el tiempo para que alcancemos las últimas 3. Muchísimas gracias. Adelante, Milen.
Yeah, we can't see the full screen presentation yet. Can you see it? I would like to tell you about the technical assistance results. Can you see now? The screen? Yeah, I can see it well. Do you see the full screen now? No. It's good. I would like to tell you I am a partner and founder of this company that does organizational training in the food business. We are distinguished because amongst our competition here in Chile. We are a company that has a sense like this DNA of aiming towards learning and the growth of people. We don't want to train just because we have to generate an impact in the organization, in the development of organizations and people, human development in general. With these technical assistants, we have worked a lot, and I start by thanking the team in Connect Americas and Carlos. We worked a lot throughout this stage. I work with my sister, who's my partner. She's a psychologist, and we applied many of the tools that Carlos provided. And I want to tell you that we integrated within the technical assistance, we integrated tools that we taught before in the program, in the training program, for example, strategy, customer journey, etc. We were integrating everything in this process. I think that the Canva model gave us a lot of tools because, as our colleague said, we thought about rethought our business model, our strength, our value proposition. We were using our Canvas model permanently. It was something that we learned, that we saw with Carlos. We saw these tools as something that we have to use all of the time, and we had to integrate these tools to comply with accomplishments that we want to develop for our company. So I would say that this is like kind of the focus, the brain of our digital transformation. And we have to feed it, update it, like we do with everything else. The changes that we've done, I have here a colleague, a work team person that is laughing here. Okay, the main thing is the heart of our webpage. We completely transformed it. We had a very old page. It was very important. We saw that text, the structure, the order, we applied the tools of the bio persona, the canvas. We had to develop this new page that we launched this past weekend. As one of our colleagues said, it's an experience now. It's oriented towards our buyers. We hope that it's a success, and we will continue to work in optimizing it and update content, and to see it as a work tool, not something that is left behind and that we did once and just forgot about it. Within the results and the accomplishments, we don't have like measurements and indicators, and we have results, the impacts that we have, the construction of an ecosystem, a digital ecosystem that is aligned. It is tailored. We have accomplished that in the last few years. This is like the heart. It is a tool for us of interaction with our clients. And of course, the marketing plan that we're going to accomplish now with our webpage, we wanted to introduce improvements in the marketing process without having our heart working. Our webpage, of course, the client has to get there, and if that wasn't done well, that wasn't going to help our company. So our marketing plan, we used the tool that Carlos gave us, but also we integrated that tool with other tools that we had learned before to take it to an operational issue, concrete, an area of a company that is going to be called marketing that didn't exist before, so we can have a process that is permanent, not just an effort, but something solid, robust, permanent in our organization. Those are our main accomplishments. And in the end, since we do training, we'd like to say that we would like to motivate our colleagues to continue to learn and to understand that changes is always a result of learning. We want to change, not just learn just because what we've seen in my colleagues, what I've seen in my colleagues and us, and this empowerment, application of the tools, the way that we change, the way that we handle ourselves as business women is something that is very relevant. So thank you so much. Everybody, it's been a
Muchas gracias, Milen. Felicitaciones. Bueno, ahora seguimos con Claudia y Neusa, que son las partners de AG Intertrade. Adelante.
Great. Remember for all of the participants to be on the Spanish channel so that you can listen into the interpretation into Spanish.
Puede analizarla y tomar decisiones más.
It had everything to do with our company and we can make decisions about the web page and other things that we're going to implement. The diagnostic of the mentorship helped us, and I'm going to show you in the next slide how we can change and how we could perceive the weaknesses and the opportunities that we can have where our clients is working with competition and to open up opportunity to look for more clients and to generate new clients. Here in our diagnostics, you can see that the tool of communication, marketing, and organic placements and the content and the investments and all of this is very basic. But we did realize that we had already did that webpage on 2022 and we had to restructure it. And now we have a new webpage thanks to the mentorship from Carlos, and a webpage in 2022. There's this is the first thing that we see here, but we have a lot of work to do and we are doing it. The proposals that we have to change are going to be to improve the content in the safety market, our mobile and PCs. In terms of businesses, we now, because of the mentorship, we saw that it's very important to have the details, more details to improve the search so that people know about our type of services. And we are working on the 3.0 to looking into 4.0. And our immediate results, we had marketing strategy for the mentorship in LinkedIn. And we have 3 new active leads with possibility of sales. We hired effective personnel in the company so that they can help us with the logistics and other issues. And we have objectives on the short term and knowledge of the brand for the target. We want to improve our market share for 2023 and 10%, and to optimize our process of the conversion of B2B clients, and to improve our return on investments, and to update the contents to be able to act. Besides the tools that were already said, I wanted to mention the buyer persona that we specified with navigation map, a marketing plan that complemented the process, that is very important for our company, and a great work since 2022. I'd like to thank God for allowing us to get here, and we are nothing without God. I'd like to thank the colleagues that were with me in this path, the personnel at Connect Americas. We'd like to thank Catherine, Luisa, Carlos. They were fundamental for our growth. We are a better company because of that. A lot more because of the empathy, your grace, your kindness. That was very special for us. So God bless. And may you continue to
En nuestros corazones que son bienvenidos aquí en nuestra ciudad. Quiero colocar un poema de Cora Coralina para ustedes. Feliz de aquel que transfiere y aquel que sabe y aprende lo que enseña. Muchas gracias.
Muchísimas gracias, Claudia. Muchas felicitaciones por ese proceso. Realmente ha sido un placer trabajar con todas ustedes también. Nosotros no saben, hemos aprendido demasiado con ustedes. Bueno, y ahora sí, finalmente tenemos a Isabel Ribeiro. Isabel, bienvenida.
Hola, gente.
Hello? Are you seeing my presentation? Yes, we can see it and we can listen to you well. I am Isabel Ribeiro from Amarron BioJewels, which is a Brazilian company. Since we are a Brazilian company, we make biojewels, which are jewels made with natural leaves with gold plating. We have B2B and B2C business model. We have been working since 2021 on that. And with minority salespeople, and we've been in the market since 2008, and we export to 11 countries. We began exports in 2013. 90% of our collaborators are women. I'm going to change our presentation method because it's not working. Our purpose is to be innovative in terms of fashion because we use nature itself as our raw material. For example, you see a ring that is done with that type of pine. So we want to innovate with a product that is sustainable. Our brand is committed to environmental protection, with nature, with social responsibility, and also to have corporate governance. We want to offer an exclusive, innovative product that is aligned with sustainability and a great quality. Here, we see our technique. As you can see, we have a jewel where our technique is applied only in half of the leaf. And there's a gold plate here. And and the portion that received the treatment, it's an exclusive design, and it is very sustainable. That is our differential. Right now, we have several points of sale. We have a super shop for wholesalers, and there's a shop for retailers. That began in September, and it's pretty new. And precisely, it was part of this project, working together. We were developing these tools. We also perceived a moment where the retailer was a good reality to be able to work with everything that we needed to improve in terms of billing and having this point of sale. Here, for us, it was a great joy to be part of this second stage because we received all of the technical assistance and we had the competitor matrix. We had our own buyer persona. We planned our content and our marketing plan that is still being developed. We are having this strategic development with all of our teams. We need a marketing plan that is part of our strategic macro improvements of our company. The changes that we did with the consultancies that was done by Carlos, we had Google Analytics, the Google Search Console, the Google Tag Manager. We had SEO of all of our website as well. We had improvements in terms of Google Business, and we also had our institutional page because the personnel that was working with us for a long time, people were not conversing with our new webpage. So with this, we are having results that we will obtain for certain, for sure, because we already have a great number of visualizations. Our results, as we said, the optimization of our webpage, we increased 310% the number of people reached. We had an increase of 29% of the number of visitors of e-commerce and an increase of 180% in sales related to social media. We had more impressions in 1,475%. The number of people reached were 339% more. The profile visitors increased 492%. We increased 20% the number of followers, and we captured more clients through social media, and we started selling through WhatsApp, which was something that we hadn't done before. So thank you so much for the opportunity. You've been a very important factor for our growth, for the growth of our company, and I hope that this helps us all.
Isabel, muchísimas gracias. Wow, muy sorprendida con tus resultados. Excelentes, excelentes. Bueno, y con esto ya fue nuestra última presentación. Una disculpa por que se nos extendió un poco el tiempo, pero bueno, como se dieron cuenta, realmente en este poco tiempo de asistencia técnica, el trabajo fue gigante y los resultados desde ya se están viendo. Y más importante, lo que vemos también es cómo se lograron diferentes cosas en cada uno de los negocios y que queda mucho camino por trabajar. Seguramente algunas tendrán preguntas, entonces las invito a acercarse a cada una de esas campeonas a través de las redes sociales o a través del grupo de WhatsApp que ya tenemos y que sigamos pues construyendo esa comunidad de Connect Americas y transformando cada uno de sus negocios hacia pues un futuro un poco más digital. Muchísimas gracias.
Muchísimas gracias a todas las campeonas que hoy nos compartieron su experiencia en este proceso. De verdad que es supremamente es satisfactorio ver que ya muchas tienen resultados tangibles, que ya han visto más leads, más ventas, en general, mayor.
And a greater impact of what you're doing. As Catherine said, we are continuing to be in contact with the channels that we have already established. You have our WhatsApp and our email, and Connected Americas and the women. We are always creating more content and generating more spaces to support companies. So please listen to our communications. And lastly, in our next communications, you will receive a survey that is very important. So please fill it out to know your impressions about this process, and you can tell us how we can improve. Thank you so much, everybody. It was a pleasure to work with you, and thank you to the EY team as well. Thank you to the interpreters that were here with us in all of this process, and I hope that this 2023 begins with a lot of strength, a lot of energy for everybody.